Hi everybody, it's Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I'm back. Yep, same clothes, same crazy hairstyle, same everything. Because you know what? I didn't make it very far. I made it from my video station to the other side of the room to put my dies away when I realized that I needed to tell you guys something else. I didn't tell you anything about what happens if your die's stuck and things like that. So I'm here. I will show you that right now. So hang on. So while I was cleaning up from last week's tutorial about the different things that the dies do, it hit me that you probably could use another video on like what to do if it doesn't work right, or when you've got all the flinklets stuck in the dies. And I wanted to show you guys that we do sell, it comes like this. You get the die brush head and 2 foam mats. Let me pull that in. It's on page 159. You get the die brush head and 2 mats, and it goes with the pick tool. So I have just now had another revelation that I lost my first pick tool, but I didn't when I got my die head and I figured out how to put it onto the brush. It goes on the end where the putty is at. You screw that in there. Well, that's where my first pick tool went. I left the brush head on the handle, and I had taken the pokey parts and stuff off the end. And so now I just found my pick tool. Yay! Thank you, everybody, for helping me realize that, because I ended up buying another one because I was so befuddled on where the first one went. But I put the brush on the end, and I had all the other pieces and parts. I just couldn't find the handle. But oh Lord, that's why. So what you want to do, oh, and you may also have the old one. This was the first one that we sold. But as you can see, it says Sizzix. We no longer are partnered with Sizzix, but it will still work. It works just the same. So if you have it, you do not need the new one, although the new one is compact and slick, and I would love it if you purchased one, because you get the tool. If you put it on the handle for the tool, you've got all kinds of neat stuff going on that you can do with it. So I'm just going to show you. First of all, I ran this die through the machine. What you can do to help get yourself started is you can run your brush over the die to help get some of the pieces and parts out. Now you don't have to do it that way, but you can. Then if you lift it and you still have pieces and parts stuck in there, you just lightly run the brush over the top of your piece of paper, and then that will push out the rest of the pieces. Isn't that pretty slick? So let me show you. If you guys were watching last week's video, I had this piece that I cut out, and then I was talking while I was trying to push them all out. But if you just go over it with your brush, it was filler for me while I was talking, so I was doing something with my hands. But the brush will just pop all those right out of there. And so I wanted to show you guys that. And while I'm at it, I wanted to show you things like this leaf from the poppy dies. You would think that you could just yank it out of there, but the way that this cutout is, it's still connected. See, that's connected to this, so you don't want to just rip it out, or you might rip your leaf. So if you wanted to use your brush, you could, but that's not where it's stuck. That's when you want your pick tool. And then go through and see these little holes. These are designed to push your pick tool through, and it will release the paper from, boink, there goes my catalog. It will release the paper. And I guess it wouldn't have mattered if that other one ripped, because that's not part of the actual leaf. It's when you get to this part that you want to be careful so that you don't rip the leaf. But if you, like I said, go into these holes, you can see right there how it's pushing the paper out. That releases the paper. So that's a neat little tip. And the same with this one. This guy is stuck in there. So if you come through, find the holes, you'll see that it starts to release. Then you can just grab it and pull it out. Here's another one. The center of the poppies. Just find the little, it kind of looks like the coronavirus too, doesn't it? Just find the little pieces that you can poke with the tool. And these are delicate. These will rip if you're not careful. So just release them all. There's one in the center. That little thing doesn't stay there. Oh, I guess it does stay there, but that's just that little guy didn't stay in there. Sorry. And then that releases it without getting it all crazy messed up from pulling and tugging on it. Oh, this little guy did the same thing. See how he's stuck in there? And sometimes you will wonder when you run something through your machine and you've got the die and you can't find the piece that you're looking for. Always look and see if it's stuck. I've spent numerous times looking for where did that go? It fell on the floor. Is it on the counter? Where did it go? And it's still stuck in the die. And they pop right out. So what do you think about something like this guy that I used in last week's video? And I'm using this week in my Tuesday Facebook Live. You don't want to sit here and push all these out, but sometimes it'll build up in these more ornate spaces. And then it doesn't cut real good. If it gets too many in there, it won't cut. So again, I'm going to make a mess. I'm going to flip this over. You can come through with your brush and get in all those little holes the best that you can. Sometimes like this, I'll lift it up to give my brush a chance to get in some of those finer holes. And then you get a bunch of it out, and then you can come back. You could see the ones that still have stuff stuck in them. Then you can come back with your tool if your brush didn't get it all out. But your brush will get the majority of it. So that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Just how to kind of clean up your dies after you're done. As I proceeded to clean mine up and thought that it was a good thing to show you. So that was it. Thanks, guys. Oh, this one was stuck too. This one's a little bit bigger, so these might brush out really good. See how good that's coming out? Handy dandy little tool. So there you go, guys. The roller brush, the pick tool, or it's not a roller brush, it's the die brush. And the pick tool, this is the handle from the pick tool, as I stated earlier. This is what you get with the die brush because it attaches to the pick tool handle. And then this is what would go down there. So you take the putty out and put the roller brush, the die brush in. All right, guys. Thanks. Ooh, I just about knocked my stuff off the wall there. Whew. All right. So, hey, I'm back. Kill myself as I trip over whatever's behind me here, stool that whatever. I'm back. Oh my gosh. I'm done. That's it. That's all I want to show you about dies, and have an awesome weekend. Talk to you next week, guys. Thank you.